007 First Light is a cinematic third-person Bond adventure built around stealth, action, and big spy set pieces. But it's not on Mac, so to play it on my Apple machine, I had to resort to workarounds. I tried several ways to get the game to run locally, but I kept getting error after error and just couldn't get methods like Crossover or Gear to work here. Luckily, the game is available on a number of cloud streaming services, and now I'll help you pick the best one for you. But before you choose which one you want, you'll have to buy the game. To help you, we'll leave links in the description to where you can purchase it, and we'll also add links to discounts when such are available. Now let's get to the ways to play it. Here's the method we recommend the most. It's called Boosteroid, and it's the cheapest cloud gaming service that's actually any good. This is the most plug-and-play solution that we found. The main draw of Boosteroid and cloud gaming in general is that your machine doesn't matter so long as you can supply it with around 40 megabits of stable internet. You can crank up everything to max even in 4K, and you should be more than fine. Boosteroid is the easiest recommendation here because it balances well streaming quality and pricing. And of course, you get to avoid the local Mac compatibility mess completely and just stream the Windows version instead. In practice, this is exactly the kind of game where cloud makes sense anyway. Glossy interiors, action scenes, big lighting moments, and a lot of visual detail that would otherwise be difficult to translate cleanly through Crossover right now. With a stable internet with 40 megabits or more, you can expect a sharp, smooth stream at 1080p, and with an even faster connection, 60 megabits or more, you can even get smooth 4K streams. Of course, if your connection jitters, you may see compression blur or feel input delay during fast aiming or quick camera movement. But in my experience, those were rare even though I streamed over a wireless internet. So this is best for players who want the simplest route with the least tinkering. All you have to do to start gaming is follow the link in the description, register for the service, and buy a subscription. Then just search for the game and click play. It's all pretty easy, but we have a how-to tutorial if you need it, and an overview of the service if you want something more in-depth to make up your mind. Right now, Crossover and other wine-based methods like Gear are not a route I recommend for 007 First Light. The problem is not low FPS or bad settings, it's that the game currently fails before you can really play it. You can technically install it, but it won't start no matter what bottle settings or other adjustments you try. So until Crossover, the game or its dependencies get patched, there is no useful setup or FPS target to share. When Crossover does become viable for this game, we'll make sure to let you know by pinning a comment under this video with relevant information. Since 007 First Light is basically a cloud-only recommendation on Mac right now, I'd tune settings for stream clarity, not raw local performance. Start with DLSS quality when available, or FSR quality if that's what the service exposes. Avoid balanced unless the stream still struggles, because softer upscaling compresses worse. Turn off motion blur, full screen blur effects, radial blur, film grain effects, and chromatic aberration. Keep texture quality on high. I recommend the same for shadows, volumetric fog, and reflections. Best not to go for the maxed out setting. I'd also keep frame generation off if controls start feeling less direct during gameplay. The other methods are a variation of this theme. GeForce Now is the best cloud solution with all the bells and whistles, but at double the price of Boosteroid, it's just not worth it, except for a handful of games which can use the latest and greatest effects. Like Boosteroid, it's very easy to use. You just need to register, get a subscription, download its app, and start the game from it. xCloud is Microsoft's cloud solution, and it's by far the worst of the cloud solutions mentioned here, but it comes with the benefit of being free if you subscribe to Game Pass. AirGPU is the rent a gaming PC by the hour option. You buy credit, spin up a Windows machine, then stream it through Parsec or Moonlight. You pay by the hour and prices vary depending on what machine you rent, but the average is around $1. Then you also need to pay for local storage, which is $3.50 per month per 50 gigabytes with a minimum of 100 gigs. Shadow PC is the subscription version of the same idea, where the lowest monthly subscription fee is $34 for US users, and it only goes up from there. EU users get a cheaper plan option that costs €20 per month, but that's still more than twice the monthly fee for Boosteroid's base plan. Here's how I choose between the options right now. Boosteroid is the cleanest pick if you want to play 007 First Light with the least setup. You own the game, launch it from the cloud library, and your Mac does not have to deal with the Windows version directly. For most players, that is the best balance of price, quality, and effort. GeForce Now is the premium cloud route. It is the one I'd look at if you already pay for Nvidia's higher tiers, want the strongest streaming tech, or care about the best cloud image quality. The downside is its higher price without actually offering that much more compared to Boosteroid. Xbox Cloud Gaming is the console-style option. It makes sense if you are already inside the Game Pass ecosystem and are fine with controller play, but it is less flexible than owning and launching the PC version through the other cloud services. Air GPU and Shadow PC are basically the full PC experience in cloud, which is ideal if you want mods, extra tools, or the most familiar setup without worrying about translation layers. Local methods like crossover and Sikarugear aren't viable at the moment. They may work in the future, but right now I just couldn't get them to work with First Light. So my default recommendation is Boosteroid for most people, GeForce Now for the premium cloud setup, and Xbox Cloud if you already have the right subscription. Go for Air GPU or Shadow PC only if you care about the extensive customization and control. So these were the best methods for playing this game. If you want to explore more popular gaming titles you can play on your Mac, check the videos that should now appear on your screen, or simply browse through our channel. Also, if you found this content helpful, we'd greatly appreciate it if you liked the video and subscribe to our channel. Take care and see you in the next one.